Did we not get any good setups today because it's Friday the 13th? I don't know. Hey guys, welcome back. So today it was pretty much wishy-washy. There wasn't really any good tickers to trade. We had BIOL, BOXL, and SPRT as kind of the lead gappers, SESN as well, kind of popping up a little bit later, but none of which I was really that excited about. None of which I could really get aggressive on. And what I did today was a little bit different. So let me actually go to my trading screen already and talk about it. If you come down here to my watch list, usually I'll talk about each ticker a little bit. But today, I said about yesterday, every day I've been saying the same thing, but not doing it. Basically, being patient, then getting aggressive. I've been saying that extra to try to remind myself to do it, but somehow I've been coming into the moves a little bit late, mainly due to biases. So I said it's kind of frustrating. I need to average into these front sides more, but I keep getting shaken out when it's low and then chasing when it's higher, or then chasing when it's higher because I didn't trade it when it was low. And I think it's because of my biases on some of these tickers. We've been seeing a lot of tickers lately that I don't know, I've been extra biased towards. I'm not even really sure why. If it's earnings, which have been pretty horrible for tickers, and it is good to be biased towards those, honestly. And then, but more so than that is, I would say, the Chinese tickers, which I really try to avoid sometimes because of all the things going on in China, especially with crypto mining. We've been seeing so many Chinese crypto mining companies, which is like, but in response to this, going forward, I want to try this out for a little bit because price is king. We talked about that yesterday. We all know that price is the most important thing as a momentum trader. So in response, going forward for an undefined period of time, I just want to see how long this works. If it doesn't work at all, in the next few days, I'll stop it. I will not be outlining stocks before the day trading, before trading the trading day, unless discussing price action in my trading lessons. So I'll pretty much be writing things. I'll maybe be writing some trends, some thoughts, but that's it. I'm not going to be, outlining it like I usually do, just for a little bit. See what happens. I'm going to try to get rid of some of my biases because I think that's really what's holding it back. So today I was like, okay, kind of exciting. Let's try this out. But unfortunately, like I said, there really wasn't a lot of action today. Look, all these gappers here below 40%. Usually I'm not even trading stocks until they're above 40%. So that just kind of puts the scope into it. So I wasn't really able to exercise that today. I am ending the day green, but more or less a scratch. Probably like about 1%, maybe even less than 1%, or actually maybe a little bit more, maybe like 2% profit day. Or like 1.5 based on my average size, because some of my trades I did was doing like $10,000, but a lot of them I was doing like $5,000, maybe even less, because I got a lot of scratches today. Yeah, the performance today wasn't really that great. It was a scratch day. But going forward, I really want to exercise this, and leave the comments below if you guys do this kind of thing every now and then, or if this is like your primary style. If you just say, screw looking at news, screw looking at anything about this company, not just fundamentally, but also, what's going on with the news, what's maybe their float, which I guess is kind of fundamental. But I'm talking about, away from the balance sheets and stuff, but more like the pure statistics of the stock that we're usually looking for. So what I usually focus on after these like main metrics of, how much it's gapping pre-market, what's the market cap, what's the share float, and obviously what the catalyst is. I'm going to be focusing more on, what's it gapping, what are the price levels, and all the kind of technical sides of it. I am more of a technical trader, so regardless, I do think it's going to help. It's going to help me separate that a little bit, and then hopefully in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, however long it takes, I'll be able to maybe take the best from both worlds. Maybe it is actually really helpful knowing what the float is. I already do think that's probably the most important part out of all fundamentals, but that's just, me rambling, me thinking what's probably going to be the most important. I do obviously see if there's catalysts here. I do see the shares outstanding, but TOS doesn't show the float, so I am lacking that, unfortunately. But I'll see how much it's gapping up pre-market, yada yada. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on this kind of no researching a stock ahead of time. Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts below. And if you had any success with that, I'm sure actually it's probably the way to go, to be honest. After doing this as long as I have, I actually do feel like it might be the way to go. There are times I do like to, check out the news coming in, know where the warrant lines are, where there's, exercise prices and stuff like that. But it's a very small amount of the time, for sure. Shares outstanding and float, I do feel like, are quite important because that influence how a ticker rallies. However, on the flip side of that, if a ticker is moving really quickly, you pretty much can assume it has a low float. And sometimes you see a ticker with like a 200 million float moving like, a 3 million float, and it's very weird. So, I never put unnecessary bias towards the fundamentals if you're a price action trader. It's pretty much that simple. And I want to take away my biases a little bit. I'm sure if you guys have been watching a lot of these videos, I've been not just repeating myself, but I've been hesitating to enter trades. You've noticed that because of my biases. And then sometimes that ticker that I'm most biased towards is actually the best ticker to trade. And this is usually never the case. And it's kind of bothering me a little bit that I'm even, falling into this a little bit. But hey, that's sometimes how lulls go. Sometimes when you're in a lull, I'm still red for August. I don't think I've been red for a month this long. This is definitely one of the peaks in terms of sloppy trading, where I'm making profit, I'm giving back, making profit, giving back, mostly giving back at the moment, which is a little bit annoying. But I think sometimes when you're in those kind of funks a little bit, sometimes you start overthinking. Really focus on risk management when maybe the market's not doing so well, or maybe you're just not doing so well, because eventually you're going to get out of that funk and you're going to start trading again, and you're going to get those nice upside rallies and you're going to get those continuations. Right now, I'm just not seeing it for myself. So it's easy to start questioning what's going wrong, what am I doing, and I think I'm just overthinking a lot. So I think separating myself from the news and from the stock itself, from the company itself, it will help me stop overthinking as much. That's kind of my thesis, my hypothesis. So I'm ready to start testing out this idea. And again, throw your comments below what you think. I'm always interested to hear. Okay, so let's go forward, talk about the trades today. SPRT, ticker I'm $300 in the green on. This ticker actually did have a pretty decent front side. Believe it or not, I actually was not on the computer for 30, no, not even 30 minutes, like 20 minutes today. I walked away. I was doing something. And that's literally where the front side happened. I sat down and I started trading it, but I couldn't really get aggressive on this ticker, as aggressive as, let's say, I would have wanted to, because every time I just sit down and start trading, usually something bad happens. Again, that's a bias. So I don't know. I gotta stop being biased. But it really is like, I don't like just sitting down and trading, because I feel like that's a really bad impulse. Anyway, that's it. I did trade with smaller size, so that's what I did right. You can see my second size, I went in more aggressive, and this was my biggest winner right here on the stock. Then I did two more trades here. I did a small trade here, which I gave back some profits, and then I did another trade here. It looks like all my trades were actually pretty okay. I mean, these dip trades, backside dip trades, were pretty much perfect. I never held long enough. That was my mistake. Here it was, good being quick, taking profits. Here it was good being quick, taking profits. Oh my God, I can really tell it's Friday. It was good being quick, taking profits, and so on and so forth. So again, here it was not good being quick, taking profits, because of this, quick move to the upside, and then it just continued that trend. I wasn't sure. I thought, we might see a continuation sell-off. I've been a little bit hesitant dip buying. And again, since I'm red for the month, I have more of my mindset on risk management, and I think that's also throwing me off. If I was up for the month really fat and I was up for the day really fat, I guarantee you I probably would have held this a little bit longer, which it sucks when, other trades are influencing your current trade, because they have nothing, there's no correlation between the two. But it is what it is. What it is. I can't speak today at all. With BOXL, the story is a little bit different. I unfortunately traded this one right out of the gate at 7 a.m. looking for a continuation. Let's zoom in here. We had a big breakout here, and I started buying on the pullback, and I got shaken out right before the wick up. Now this sucked, because this right away put me down pre-market again. Lately, I don't know what's been going on, but I've been red consistently pre-market. And you would probably think, Alex, why don't you just stop trading pre-market? Pre-market is by far where I make most of my money. So that's not the answer. It's just right now I'm going through a little bit of a funk, and lately I feel like every day before the market opens, I'm already down like $5,000, or $500, or $1,000. That's what I meant to say. So that's a little bit annoying for sure. And then I try to do a little bit of a dip trade here, which would have worked out perfectly, but as you can see, it got shaken out right before the breakout. Again, I think too much focus on risk management is really psyching me out a little bit. Oh, well, I'll take the green profit today. I mean, it's not a big day, but I'll take it. And then hopefully next week going forward, not looking at the news, not looking at the stock, besides obviously the shares outstanding and basically what I see here on the screen. Let's see if that helps. I obviously do want to trade tickers that have a catalyst. I don't care so much what the catalyst is per se. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to do that hardcore analysis, and I'm going to try to leave my bias at the door. And here, unless I really look into certain articles intently, I won't know where the company is located either. So I think that will help me. So let's keep the pause off the news and the fundamentals a little bit, focus more on price action, which is already more or less what I do, but I just want to keep the biases at the door as much as possible. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the content. It's the easiest way to support the channel. If you're totally new, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you part of the community. Leave a comment and join the Discord to start interacting. And like always, guys, have a great weekend. Stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.